students.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Welcome to our new lesson about present perfect. And before starting a new lesson, I would like to ask you a few questions about the past lesson. Do you remember the topic of the last lesson?
Yes, we are talking about present continuous.
You are right. And the first question is, what is the basic structure of the present continuous tense?
Basic structure is subject, to be, and verb ing.
That's correct. The second question is, how do we form the present continuous tense for negative sentences?
Negative form is subject plus to be plus not verb ing.
Yes, that's right. And today we are going to explore present perfect tense. These tense help us to talk about past actions or experiences that still matter now or have some kind of impact on the present. So, when do we use the present perfect tense? Firstly, when an action happened in the past, but the exact time isn't important. For example, I have seen that movie, or I have seen that movie half a dozen times. The second case is when the result of an action is connected to now. For instance, she has lost her keys, which means she still doesn't have them now, or she has lost the will to live. So, is it understandable?
Yes.
Okay. The third case is when talking about life experiences. For instance, they have traveled to many countries, or they have traveled here from all over the world. So, how to form the present perfect tense? The structure is simple. You need just two things: have has, depending on the subject, and the past participle of the verb. Examples in positive form: I have finished my homework. She has eaten lunch. I have completed my course. I think it's pretty understandable, so let's move on to negative form. For negative sentences, add not after have has. I have not seen that movie. She has not arrived yet. Let's talk about the examples in question form. In questions, switch the order of have has and the subject. For example, have you ever been to Paris? Has she called you yet? Have you received the merchandise? Let's talk about the present perfect versus past simple. Students often confuse the present perfect with the past simple. Just remember, use past simple when you know the specific time of the action. For instance, I saw that movie last week. Use the present perfect when the exact time isn't important or when the action connects to now. For example, I have seen that movie. So let's talk about the common time expressions in the present perfect. There are some time expressions like ever, never, already, and yet. And you'll often see the present perfect used with words like ever, never, already, and yet. And you see also examples, so I want to read it. You can read it by yourself. Is it understandable?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
that's it for the present perfect tense. It's a great tool for talking about things that happened in the past but are still relevant now. You can find your homework in the website. So, thanks for joining today's class. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, teacher.